special pleasure to be here and to chair this session. This symposium was the fourth that the foundations had. The other places were in Chicago, Boston, and Atlanta. And despite the different cities, the common goal of this symposium is to increase communication and collaboration.
Well, this particular meeting is unique and important because of the combination of things that it has. It's a combination of scientists that are working on multiple problems at different levels of organization.
To bring together all these different people that are working in so many different aspects of spinal cord injury, from research to why you should have physical therapy, you know, the latest, greatest. It's just too much going on that you do not all come together in one spot so you can share information. I mean, that's the basic point of sharing information and learning. I mean, I've learned so much in 3 to 4 hours I cannot even tell you.
So I'm really here to learn about how the spinal cord works and how it's put together. The latest information on that helps me guide the research that we do in trying to understand how to create plasticity. The best way to be able to do that is to be able to understand how the spinal cord works and how it fails to function after injury. And I think one of the nice things about this meeting is really the detailed information you get in that area.
I just met a scientist who's been working a lot on addressing people who are ventilator dependent. And one of the things that he was saying is he's a basic scientist who's really focused on the research, and he was saying that he needs to pair up with a neurosurgeon to take it to the next level. And he actually explained that that's not something that would naturally happen because you have a researcher and a doctor and they don't necessarily talk to each other. And that was a total lights on moment for me, because I realized that that's what we're here for, is that we can cut across those groups and bring those people together. And that's the whole point of the foundation.
The idea is now, you know, firmly grounded. It's sort of taken for granted by these different groups who are here today that things are translating, right? That we have efficacy in the lab. And so moving bench to bedside isn't this abstract title of, well, when we get there, how are we going to manage that? This is down to a much more practical set of discussions in terms of implementation. And it's really striking.
What I'm doing is to directly regulate the skeleton and to make the skeletons grow so that the neurons can grow toward their target. That's what I'm doing. And especially I am interested in a particular structure called a growth cone, which is located at the tip of a growing neurite, and that is the machinery that actually drives the trailing axon. So if we can make the growth cone move, the axons are attached to it, so our belief is that it will follow as the growth cones finds their way.
What really meant a lot to me is listening to the researchers and having their faces light up when they're talking about the kind of things that they're doing and the applications for like pain research or the different innovations that they're coming up with or that they're possibly coming up with that could enhance the quality of life for people.
There's so many scientists in the field of spinal cord research that have never seen somebody in a wheelchair before. So to be able to have them here to interact with us, and especially, which was great today, was the town hall meeting where patients and their families are able to speak about what's important to us.
I think, you know, to mirror your point, we know it's not going to be just one, some magic bullet. I think, there's a million things going on that need to be solved and solved in order, for someone to get up and walk again after a spinal cord injury, especially, based on level and type of injury and things of that nature. But I think, having these one-on-one conversations maybe to bring to light, the types of research that might be more important to some of us, like bladder management and bladder and bowel control or sexual function or pain management.
Collectively, we're much smarter and better than we are singularly, and we've got to figure out a better way to communicate to the world that this small population deserves to have function. They need the technology, they need the knowledge, they need the basics, pathway to first be healthy and then we can get back into life and contribute.
And I think it means a lot for the researchers as well. I hope it does. They get to see what we're about, what it's like to live with a spinal cord injury, what it's like to be the family member of someone with a spinal cord injury. So you bring together these people and ideas just happen and the energy is palpable.
Yeah, for a small meeting like this to have cellular and molecular biology, genetics, behavior, and rehabilitation. There are a lot of people in the therapy area that were at this meeting. To see that all in one place is just fabulous. It's a meeting I would never miss.